Thank you once again for choosing Kenyatta University to host the 10th African University Games under the Federation of African University Sports, FASU. Kenyatta University is committed to working very closely with you to deliver successful and historic 10th FASU Games. The games will start from 4th to 12th June 2022 at Kenyatta University.
I would like to join the Vice Chancellor and the university community to welcome all of you to Kenyatta University for the 10th edition of the FASU Games. The FASU Games coming to Kenya, coming to Kenyatta University is a major milestone and a confirmation that Kenya is a sporting nation, that Kenyatta University is an international and world-class university, not only in teaching, in learning, in research, in community service, but also in sports excellence.
As the Vice Chancellor, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to the Games and to Kenyatta University. Karibuni sana.
All right. Now, remember when we were in high school and we used to get excited about going for these games where we'd meet like different people from different schools? Well, something is actually happening, and of course will be happening from the 6th to 10th at Kenyatta University, but now on a larger scale, and we'll be telling you what exactly it is in just a moment. But let me put you up to speed with an ongoing campaign that, again, we should all be part of, and that is Kenya, what have we told you? That your smile can help those next to you. Well, Colgate is helping to provide clean drinking water so that our children can have a bright future by staying in school. So for every pack of Colgate that you buy, and remember this is at your nearest store, that is Naivas, over the next 2 months, you are helping to build 30 water wells that will provide clean water for, get this, 120,000 people. Now that is something to smile about. So what you need to do is visit Colgate Kenya Facebook's page or visit the website on wellboring.com/colgate.com for more information. And once again, terms and conditions apply. All right. But let's now talk about this exciting games that will be coming to you in the next few days. Okay. And that is from 6th to 10th of June, and that is at Kenyatta University. And of course, Kenyatta University will be hosting 10th All Africa Games, University Games, and that is in the campus. So what is it about, and why should we all get excited about the same? Well, you want to stick around for that conversation. Of course, to help us understand more, we're joined by Professor Vincent Onywera, who is a professor of exercise and sports science at Kenyatta University. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Thank you. Very well, thank you. Nice to be here this morning.
Karibu sana. And of course, we're also joined by one of the athletes who will be also participating, and that is Karugu Kiugo, who is an athlete. How are you doing this morning?
I'm very, very fine.
Karibu
it is
sana.
a pleasure to be here.
Karibu sana on set. And let's just start with understanding what this All University Games, is all about. So, Professor, do you want to start us off? Just tell us a little bit about what will be happening on the 6th to 10th.
Right. Thank you very much for hosting us here at NTV. First of all, I would like to bring very warm greetings from the chief host, who is the Vice Chancellor of Kenyatta University, Professor Paul Wainaina. He has been at the forefront in championing healthy, active living at Kenyatta University and also in the country. So as part of introduction, my name is Professor Vincent Onywera. currently the acting Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of research, innovation and outreach, and also the alternate chair of the 10th FASU Games Local Organizing Committee, and a professor of exercise and sports science. So briefly about the games, these FASU Games are actually governed by the Federation of African University Sports, a federation that was established way back in 1971. And this federation has a responsibility, a huge responsibility of organizing and championing, you know, sports in the African universities. The first time we had these FASU Games was in 1975 in Accra, Ghana. And later on in 1979, actually in 1979 in Kenya.
Oh, wow.
So we will be hosting these games in Kenya after 43 years.
That's a long time.
And we are very, very excited as Kenyatta University to be hosting the 10th Africa University Games. These games were supposed to have been held in the year 2000, but because of the devastating effects of COVID-19, the university, in consultation with other stakeholders, we had to postpone, reschedule these games to this year.
I mean, 2020 is when it was scheduled to have happened. 2020.
2020.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
COVID-19 came and you had to postpone.
We had to postpone this. Yes.
All right.
So we are quite happy now that we are getting set in a few days to host the games. The athletes will arrive from 4th, 5th, and then the competitions will run from 6th all the way up to 10th.
Okay.
Yes.
And of course, the First Lady would also, you know, will be there to open, right? How exciting is that?
It's a great honor. It's very exciting to have the First Lady grace the official opening ceremony of these games on the 6th of June 2022. We feel very, very privileged as a university to host her and other distinguished guests. The First Lady has been at the forefront in championing healthy, active living, and especially through her signature event, the Beyond Zero Marathon, which some of us have participated in.
Okay. All right. And of course, we'll be talking more about the same because, like you said, so many, you know, universities, not only in the country, but also, you know, across the African continent will be participating. So how many of those have confirmed and, you know, how many athletes are you expecting as well? But let's talk to you, Karugu, you'll be, of course, participating, you know, in the same. But even before that, you are a student studying psychology, right? What year are you in? And yeah, how would you be participating in these games?
Okay, so first, I'd like to send seasonal greetings to the world from Kenyatta University comrades.
That's too much a love of these comrades, eh?
Wamesemandovu ni KU, so they are very excited, first of all, to host the games.
All right.
So I'm a fourth-year psychology student. I'm also the outgoing chess club captain at KU, but I'm also president of a club known as Amazing Minds, which is a club that promotes mental health in KU and in our community. And as you know, sports and mental health are very much interconnected. Without one, you can't have the other.
That's true.
And so I will be participating in chess. It is an indoor game, a mind game. And we are very excited as KU students and as players in the FASU games because we want to represent Kenya in this African tournament. As you said at the beginning of the interview, people have always been excited to go for these activities.
Oh, yes.
So this is like a continental funky. And people are very excited about it. And we as the participants, we are a team of about 240 players. And we are looking to represent the school well. And the school has made sure that we have all we need to participate fully in these games. We've had coaches and we've been doing a lot of training. Players wake up at 5 a.m. to go for morning runs. And so it is very exciting. It is very exciting to participate and host the games.
Okay. So you'll be representing us. Please make us proud. Others will come for you.
We shall. I have no doubt about that.
Was it Okay. All right. But how long have you played chess?
So I've played chess for a very long time. My father introduced the game to me when I was about 8 or 9 years old.
Ooh, nice.
Then I later found it in my high school, where I managed also to be the chess club chairman there. And then coming to university, I've played chess for 4 years, for all the 4 years that I've been in school. Participated in various tournaments across the country and helped to bring various trophies home. I also train chess, and we go around schools nowadays because many schools around the country are starting to appreciate this beautiful game.
Yes.
Because it helps to develop the mind and so on.
Yeah.
So we train chess and we do tournaments, and chess is growing. And I encourage everybody who hasn't learned the game yet not to let time pass by.
Okay, like you do. Okay, fine. I will. But listen, you see, most of the time when we see these chess players, it's like you have to really concentrate, and again, like you said, it involves mostly the mind, and you just have to focus, right? But let's say someone is watching us and thinking, chess is really cool. It's for like the cool people, who play chess. What is it that they need to understand, first of all, about chess?
So there's many things they need to know. Maybe I'll just mention a few.
Yes.
So first of all, chess is a very, very beautiful game.
It is.
And for years, and since antiquity, it has been played only by the royalty and the wealthy and the nobility, and which again speaks to the excellence of KU and these universities that are having chess as one of their games, because not many schools appreciate the game. But chess is not, people think it's for the geniuses, people with very high IQs. It's not. What actually chess does is help to improve your reasoning, your concentration, your focus and memory. Because when playing a game of chess, you have to think, you have to remember, you have to calculate, you have to strategize, and you have to, it's actually a war, it's a battleground, but a battle of wits. So you have to strategize about that. And it's also very fun. People who do not know how to play it think it's very complicated.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, it's the most addictive of games, the most beautiful of games.
Okay.
Because once you learn the basic rules and get to see that you can actually come up with a move and see it win, that is very pleasurable.
It's very satisfying at the end of the day to see checkmate. Okay, all right. Yeah, some of us joke to a draft.
No,
but it's a good way to start, right? It's a good place to start. Okay, so how many universities will be participating in this 10th edition of FASU?
Very good. So we are preparing to host over 2,500 athletes. So at KU we have the sports village, which is within the main campus, and we also have the competition venues within the same campus. Out of this 2,500, we are expecting 61 universities already confirmed. 61 universities already confirmed from more than 40 African countries. So it's a huge operation. And as Kenyatta University, we are putting our best forward to ensure that all these athletes get memorable experience out of these games.
All right.
I should also say that these games are not just about Kenyatta University or Kenyan universities. These games are actually about the country Kenya.
Okay.
These games are about the country, because all these athletes who will be coming from other African countries, from other African universities, to some of them it's going to be their first time to be here. And that's why, as a university, with the support of the Vice Chancellor and the University Council, we are leaving nothing to chance. We have to do the best, and we have to ensure that the country's name is lifted high. We have to ensure that by the end of these championships, all these athletes from 61 countries, from 61 countries and 61 universities in the continent of Africa will be going back home with fond memories of Kenyatta University, of Nairobi, of Kenya as a country moving forward. So we are keenly following, we are in touch with the participating universities, we are working very closely with the Kenya University Sports Federation, we are working with other partners to ensure that we don't disappoint, because Kenya and Kenyatta University are not known for disappointments.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And of course, this is it's going to be a very big event, hosting all these people from different parts of the African continent. The question is then, what are some of the preparations that KU has put in place just to make sure that everything is, you have like a smooth running? But first of all, how was KU selected, first of all? Because we have so many universities in the country, don't we?
KU, Winnie, KU is a world-class university. We are known for many firsts, Of course, we normally do very well in academic excellence, in creative research, in innovation, but also we are keen on ensuring a holistic student. By the time you are graduating, you will not just be graduating with your degree, but you'll be graduating as a holistic student who is keen on job creation than job seeking.
All right.
And therefore, how was KU selected? KU is a dynamic, inclusive, and globally competitive center of excellence in teaching, in learning, in research, in innovation, in creativity, and service to the humanity.
Okay.
As you might be aware, the university has been hosting several international sports championships. In 2017, for instance, the university hosted more than 2,000 under 18 athletes who came to Kenya for the World Youth Athletics Championships. All of them stayed at Kenyatta University because we were the sports village.
Right.
Kenyatta University has put a lot of resources in enhancing and improving sports facilities. We are the first and only public university in the region to have a 6-lane synthetic track. It's only at KU.
Okay.
And we really want to thank the Ministry of Sports, Culture and Heritage. 2 weeks ago, the CS Ambassador Amina Mohammed was at Kenyatta University to commission the 6-lane synthetic track. So we placed a bid to the Federation of Africa University Sports. When they advertised for bids, we said, yes, we can do it.
Ahead.
We have done it in the past. We have done even bigger ones in the past.
Okay.
So the Vice Chancellor put together a team that worked on the bid documents and, of course, with the other partners. And we submitted our bid.
Okay.
And we were not surprised that FASU selected Kenyatta University for these games. Yes.
All right. I'll come back to get to understand more in terms of the preparations, and because, again, we're also bidding as a country, you know, to host the 2025 World Championships.
Yes.
You know, and of course, KU is somewhat,
yes.
you know, there in terms of, you know, the bidding as well. So, of course, you do not want to miss. We'd also want to understand, aside from chess, you know, what else will be happening, like what other games will be taking place as far as, you know, the competition is concerned. But very quickly, let me put you up to an ongoing campaign, and then of course we'll take a break, where of course when a child has to help their family fetch water, there's no such thing as a day off. So you can help us change that, and what Colgate is asking all of you is to help support the future of our children, future of our country rather, and that is our children. So of course, when we come back, we want to understand more about the FASU, you know, games, but also give you, you know, an update as far as the ongoing campaign that is on Colgate is concerned. So see you after the short break. Stay with us. This is your world. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's all about the Africa University Games, which will be happening from the 6th to 10th at Kenyatta University. And of course, we have representatives here telling us why you also need to get as excited as they are, you know, as far as the games and of course the different, you know, disciplines that will be happening. And that is from 6th to 10th. So we have Professor Vincent Onywera, who is Professor of Exercise and Sports Science at Kenyatta University, as well as amongst other titles he mentioned earlier, okay? But also we have Karugu Kiugo, who is an athlete and of course a chess player as well, and he will be participating in the games. So, Karugu, let me start with you. First of all, how do you feel being selected to represent your school? You know, us when we were in school, when you were selected, we went to your... When say, right? But how do you feel? How do you feel being selected to represent your school?
Well, I'm definitely feeling that mimi ndo ule mse.
Yes.
But I also feel it's a win for my friends,
yes,
my club, chess club,
yeah,
Amazing Minds, for my family, and for all people who are committed to games, and yes, for FASU players, you know, everybody who spends their time committed to one craft. This is a win for all of us, and we are all very excited. Yes.
But do you feel the pressure at the same time? Because now everyone is looking at you, even us here, we're just looking like, you know?
The pressure is real, but we were born ready.
I like that.
I was born ready for
yeah. I like that. Okay, so for all the comrades, I know they're watching this morning. What are you most excited about these games? And who are you rooting for? That's what I'm going to ask, okay? What are you most excited about these games that will be happening from 6th to 10th? Feel free to engage with us on our socials. That is at NTV Kenya, at Lubembe_Winnie on Twitter, and tell us what are you most excited about as far as these games which will be happening from the 6th to 10th. But at the same time, so let's talk about then the different disciplines that, will be taking place. What will be happening? What are some of these different activities that will be happening on these 5 days?
Okay. So, as Professor said, Kenyatta University is a university committed to production of a wholesome student by the end of the 4 years. So we have so many disciplines that will be represented in these FASU games. Wow. In fact, there are 17 different disciplines.
Oh, wow.
Different games that people will engage in during the tournament. They range from indoor games, table tennis and so on, to football, rugby, to swimming, to handball, to karate, and so on. There are so many games that are being played, and volleyball, and all these 17 different disciplines, with active participants and members committed to making sure that they give out their best during the tournament, and with coaches also committed to their success. We have training every day to make sure that we produce the best that Kenya has, because we are not just representing KU in this tournament, we are representing Kenya as a country.
Kenya. Yes. And like I said, we are watching. Okay, and of course we also have 5 demonstration sports. What exactly does that mean, Prof?
Thank you very much. So apart from the 17 sports disciplines that our wonderful athlete here has explained, we have 5 other demonstration sports. So we have woodball, which is almost similar to golf. We have roll ball. Roll ball is a game that is played by those with I don't want to say disability, but visually
impaired.
Empowered differently visually. So we have kurasimo, which is a traditional game, a Borana traditional game, because we believe that these FASU championships are not just about competition. They're about using sports for inclusivity, using sports for networking, using sports for peace, using sports for socialization, and using sports as a tool for sustainable growth and development. And especially coming at a time when political temperatures in the country are rising.
Very high, yes.
I think as a university, we are very happy that we'll be having these games, and really as part of bringing happiness and peace and unity and cohesion, in the universities, but also in the country and in the African continent. So we would like to have a variety of choices on the menu, so that those who want to compete, the ones who want to call the elites, can have their day, but also those who did not make it to be in the competition sports can still also have time to recreate, to enjoy, to have fun through these recreation sports, these demonstration sports.
Okay.
Yes.
So then within the 5 days, how are all this, activities and disciplines being spread out, or we yet to get the official timetable? Very
good. So the demonstration sports will run throughout.
Okay.
They'll run throughout, and the venue has been set. And the competition sports fixture, the draws are going to be done today. No, rather tomorrow. Yeah, because we have some universities who requested for more time to join in. So by the end of the day tomorrow, all the draws will have been completed, and then we'll have the fixtures. But I can assure you, it's a beehive of activities at Kenyatta University.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of excitement. There will be something for everybody. at Kenyatta University during the competition period.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, maybe Kenyans are watching and just tunaskele kiwaru. Yani you're talking about how it's going to be fun, how it's going to be amazing. And maybe someone is watching and just thinking, so then how are we? I mean, kwani we're left out. Can we come maybe a day or two? Are Kenyans allowed to come?
So,
yes. Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead, Professor. Yes.
Kenyatta University is a very inclusive university, and we are very proud to be, working at Kenyatta University and some of, our students. So these games are open.
Okay.
Kenyans from all walks of life are most warmly invited to Kenyatta University, free of charge. The Vice Chancellor was very categorical and clear when we were bidding for this, that we want to bring fun home. We want to bring these sports here, at home, at Kenyatta University in Kenya, and we want the Kenyans, those who can make it, to come to Kenyatta University and enjoy and have fun. So we are calling upon the citizens, those who can make it, to please come to Kenyatta University from 6th to 10th.
All the way to 10th.
Yes.
Okay.
And enjoy and have fun.
Yes. So that you don't say we were never invited. You have officially been invited.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And for you, Karugu, in terms of the fact that you have been selected to represent, your school and Kenya in general, yeah. How prepared are you, and what are some of the things that you're doing to just prepare yourself for the games? Because, like you said, you're born ready, but still, there's some of the things that you have to just put in place to make sure that you're ready for the games.
Okay, so chess is, we are very fortunate as a team because you can practice chess anywhere, anytime with anyone from all over the continent. Yeah. Because all you need is a phone. And you can play online and practice every day, which is what we've been doing even before we knew that FASU was going to be with us. Okay. I told you earlier that chess itself is very addictive. So even without preparing for any tournament, you just want to play the game. So we've been doing that. But other than that, the school has provided us with a coach. And these are experienced players, people who play in the national leagues and represent the countries in various tournaments. And we've been working with him. He's been coming to KU and teaching us various strategies, because chess is just, you don't just need to know the rules. Yeah. There are many strategies that you need to employ during the game. Yeah. Because the game is divided into various sections, the opening, middle game, end game, and you need to have different strategies for each of these sections. So we've been preparing as a team. And one other practice that maybe chess players have is solving puzzles. So we do that anywhere, all the time. And then YouTube also helps with this. But then, even in these other disciplines, as I mentioned earlier, people have been waking up at 5 a.m. to do morning runs. Yes. Because we cannot be preparing for a tournament, and we are waking up at 10 in the day,
saying as we're ready.
We are ready, we've been chosen. No. We are committed to excellence. And this is a spirit that has been given us by the school. So people wake up very early to train. They run around the school field, and then they go to their respective disciplines to train. If it's swimming, you go to the swimming pool and train. If it's in the field, you go and play football and so on, and tennis, because it is an honor. We appreciate that we've been selected to represent Kenya and Kenyatta University students, so we do not take that lightly. And about fun, we're also going to make sure that we have fun for too.
Yeah. I like the fact that you're insisting on the fun part. We're also going to have fun, which is okay. Okay, but you as an individual, what is that thing that you're looking forward to? During this FASU games.
I'm looking forward to many things.
Okay.
Because this is totally fun, and because it is always very rewarding to see your efforts pay off. Yes. So I'm looking forward to see people who've been committed to their sports win in this FASU games. I'm looking forward to see Kenyatta University's name shine to the world, but also looking forward to Kenyan universities and Kenya at large shining to continents. We lead in many other areas as a country. Yeah. We're the biggest country in the region. So it would be very important for us to shine. Yeah. But also I'm looking forward to the exposure that we are going to get from meeting people from all over the country, from all over the continents, and they will get from meeting people from Kenya and these other universities. Yeah. That exposure is very important because it is at this time as a continent that we need to come together. We saw what happened during COVID. We were left as continent to deal with their own issues, you know. So it is very important that we teach young people like myself and these other participants in the FASU games that we can come together as a continent, you know. We can foster that unity. And during any competition, there's a lot of teamwork that is involved, and that is usually very pleasurable. People come together, there's teamwork, there's leadership, and so many other things. So, and the fact that we are hosting this as Kenyatta University, that is also something that I'm looking forward to. I'm a proud student of this great school.
I mean, we can tell by the way you're speaking. But listen, what is that one university that you're dreading? Like, nakuja, but why? In as much as you're ready on your own and your team is ready, and as KU, you're ready, but you as a person, what is that university where you just think, nakuja? You know?
Well, in all modesty, if history is anything to go by, we've been doing very well.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Fine.
So we welcome these teams, but we tell them it's not going to be an easy time.
So it's them who should be
They should be worried. They should be worried. Hey. When they see they've been paired with Kenyatta University or any other Kenyan university, they have a reason to be afraid.
Hey. Okay. Yes. All right. Now, Prof, of course, it's not only all fun and games. There would also be a symposium going on. That is the Vice Chancellor Symposium. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Very well.
Yeah.
So the philosophy of Kenyatta University is sensitivity and responsiveness to societal needs and the right of every person to information, to knowledge. And so with that in mind, and with the approval of our chief captain, the vice chancellor, we are organizing a 2-day pre-games international scientific meeting, a symposium. This symposium will take place on the 2nd and 3rd of June 2022. And again, we are very, very pleased, happy, and excited that our PS, the PS for University Education and Research, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, will grace the official opening ceremony of this symposium. So this symposium will basically bring together, you know, the academia, the industry, policymakers, and also practitioners to discuss the role of sports, the role of sports in this century, the role of sports for sustainable development, role of sports, sports and health, sports and well-being, sports and academic excellence, sports and peace, sports and cohesion, you know, issues to do with CBC. Where is the place of universities in, you know, supporting the CBC, for example? And as KU, and it has been said several times in the past, we are ready for the CBC takeoff. We are putting the structures in place, looking at all the 3 pathways for CBC. We are getting ready, and we will not disappoint. So in this Pregame Symposium, we have other partners who are working with us. We have the Anti-Doping Agency of Kenya. We have Michigan State University. We have other partners from Japan. We have the Japanese Center for the Promotion of Science. And we have other local universities who are also partnering with us in this. We feel that it will be a disservice not to have a scientific meeting where we can discuss ways and means of promoting and supporting scholarship as well as sports excellence.
All right. So it's not just all about fun and games and let's play, let's compete, and then that's it. Everybody goes their way, but of course there's a general objective.
There's something for everybody.
Really something for everyone. Yes. I like that. And of course, the games will, you know, also at the same time sort of prepare, and especially those ones who will be competing, the representative teams to the FISU University World Cup Soccer. That should be what, in 2023 for both men and women in Beijing, China. You want to take us through that as well?
Yes. So these games, you know, FASU is an affiliate of FISU. FISU is the International Universities Sports Federation. And they're using the FASU games to select one soccer team. The best soccer team, actually, will represent the continent in China in 2023, in Jiangsu, China, for the International Soccer Championships. And prior to that, I should actually mention in terms of our preparedness for these games. So I want to confirm again here now that KU is ready to host 2,500 athletes on our campus.
All right.
And the rooms, I can tell you, are wonderful. They are amazing. We have the competition areas in place. They are ready for all the 17 competition sports, as well as for the other demonstration sports. So we are leaving nothing to chance because, as I said earlier, these games are not just about KU, but they are about the country. They are about Kenya. And we are very, very excited because our Ministry of Sports, Culture and Heritage, as well as the Ministry of Education, are really supporting us moving forward.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And Karugu, do you want to just take us through some of the universities, especially Kenyan universities, also a bit of, you know, the other African universities who will be joining us, joining you during this. Okay, let's joining us, like you said, Kenya, right? Yes. Who will be joining in the competitions.
Okay, so some of the Kenyan universities that will be representing Kenya in this tournament include JKUAT, the Technical University of Kenya, Kisii University,
Yes.
Strathmore University, other African universities that I've seen so far that will represent, that will come to face very stiff competition from Kenyan universities. Include the University of Rwanda. I think I've seen the University of KwaZulu-Natal from South Africa, and other universities. Yes.
All right. I've seen Lagos State University, Levi Mwanawasa. It's a lot, Medical University. This is from Zambia.
Yes.
In Lusaka, Makerere University as well will be joining in, you know, as well. So it's a lot. But for KU, exactly how many teams will be going in, you know, to enter for the competitions? I'm not sure if you mentioned that earlier.
So we said there are 17 disciplines that are participating in this first tournament.
Yeah.
So KU is a center committed to excellence. So we have representative to all these disciplines.
Excellence. Yes.
Yes. So we have people in all these different games, and again, we have the best players possible to represent Kenya in those respective disciplines. Okay. Yes.
All right. So of course you would want to see a lot. Now, as far as the number is concerned, because like you said, over 61 and over 2,000, you know, 500 athletes will be participating, and also having it open for Kenyans to also come and enjoy, you know, the games and just have a good time. So in terms of observing all these protocols, what would you say you are prepared, and of course together with, you know, other Kenyan universities, just to make sure that we are all safe, even if we, you know, as much as we're coming to just have a good time?
Yes, I think that's a very important question. You know, we are not yet out of the woods yet in as far as COVID is concerned. So all the COVID protocols are in place and they'll remain in place for as long as possible. Number two, we have very safe passage to ensure adequate safety and security. And that's at the top, you know, of our preparations. We have ensured that we are going to have you know, ample sitting areas. So people should not be worried about, you know, will we be standing the whole day? You know, we are going to have ample sitting space. We have partners who are working with us. Of course, the Nation Media Group is our publicity partner, the main publicity partner. But we also have other partners. You know, the Coca-Cola company is the hydration partner. And so when people come there, there'll be activation by the Coca-Cola company, and that means a lot. We are also going to have food courts around campus. So when you come there, you can be assured that you'll be able to buy a snack or buy a meal and you know, help yourself. So we are ready to take care not only of the athletes, the sportsmen and women. We are also ready to take care of the spectators, so that we are preparing to ensure everybody is comfortable, everybody is having fun, and everybody is very happy. Our objective is to give them, the participants, be it the sportsmen and women or the spectators, a memorable occasion. And you can only get that one at Kenyatta University.
Hey, I I like that. Okay, now it's like now I'm tempted to come all the days, the 5 days, you know, of the tournament. Yeah. All right, and Karugu, what would you say, or what would be your message for all, you know, the student participants, especially those ones from KU, since you know that is the university that you're representing? What would you tell them?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to congratulate them for having committed themselves to that particular discipline for a lengthy period of time to a point they were nominated to represent their discipline in this tournament. Yeah. People are not just randomly selected. Their captains were looking for people who've been committed and who've shown excellence in that particular discipline. So congratulations for your commitment on that. I would like you to know as well that we are capable. We can do this. We can represent our country very well and our university first. And it is only right to do this because you've seen how the school has supported us in, you know, giving us accommodation and food and so on, and bringing coaches to us. And so let us make sure we give FASU our best. Let us win. I want Kenya to win in this tournament, but of course Kenyatta University has to lead in that. But the idea is we want to win.
Yes.
Yes, but I would like to also welcome everybody from everywhere, because across the universe, the world, many people have always come together to see people compete, to see the best of the human, you know, flexibility and body in the Olympics, in Greek and so on. So let us appreciate this. This is our own thing as Africans. Yeah. So let us not only want to see Olympics and other people compete. Yeah. So let us appreciate this and share it all over the place, and teach our young children and people that there's something beautiful about, you know, the African continent.
Yes.
And one place we can see that beauty is in sports.
Okay,
yes.
I like that. I like that. All right. And Prof, as well, like I said earlier on, of course, the KU athletics track, you know, again, has seen a bit of upgrading. And of course, this is also in preparedness for the 2025
yes.
World Championship. First of all, how important is this, you know, for KU?
I think this is very important for KU because as a world-class and international university, our name then continues to remain on the global arena. And secondly, that KU has been selected to be a warm-up or training area during the World Athletics in 2025 is a great honor to the university. And that honor does not just come like that. It comes with other associated, you know, benefits. One, it means that we are able to get additional sports equipment. We are able to get possibly an additional 2 lanes so that we can make it 8 lane. Right now it is 6 lanes. We'd like to have it, you know, increased to 8 lanes. Then it also means that we are able to have our students who are in this area of exercise, sports science, physical education, participating in this, you know, real time as volunteers. And something that is quite important, and I would like to emphasize this, is that if you look at the North America and parts of Europe, most of the athletes who go for Olympic Games are actually university students.
That's true.
We are providing an opportunity to change the narrative so that we can show our students in the universities that indeed they can also participate, they can win at home, in the continent, and represent the country at the Olympic Games.
Scale. I like that. I like that. Professor, thank you very much. Professor Vincent Onyuera, who's Professor of Exercise and Sports Science at Kenyatta University, as well as Karugu Kiugo, who is an athlete and, of course, who will be participating in the Games from 6th to 10th of June. And, of course, the First Lady will be gracing the opening ceremony. And like they've emphasized there, it's going to be fun. So you want to make your way there as well from the 6th to 10th. That is at Kenyatta University. But thank you very much for coming by and, of course, enlightening us on what will be happening, and all the very best. Even as you prepare to participate in the game. Very quickly, Professor, in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I just take-home message to the Kenyan universities. This is your event.
Okay.
I'm actually talking to the Kenya University Sports Federation. Let us support and encourage the other universities who have not come on board. and we are appealing to them so that this event can continue and end in a successful manner.
Okay.
I also want to thank our partners. We have the Coca-Cola Company, of course we have the Nation Media Group, we have Farmers Choice, we are talking to Equity, Kenya Tourism Board, the Ministry of Sports. We are asking other partners to please come on board and support Kenyatta University in the events.
All right,
Thank
thank you very much. Anyway, as we bring this to a close, children all around Kenya rely on water from unsafe sources. So what Colgate is asking you is to help change this, and just a little water can make a very big difference. So remember, for every pack of Colgate that you buy exclusively at Naivas, you help us build 30 water wells that will provide clean water for 120,000 Kenyans. So give a helping hand and shop at your nearest Naivas store or online at naivas.co.ke. For more information about the campaign, go to Colgate Kenya's Facebook page or wellboring/colgate.com. Once again, terms and conditions apply. And that is where we say goodbye right here on Your World. My name is Winnie Lubembe. Special thanks to everyone who put together and made sure that the show is a success. See you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. But until then, enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye for now.